Throws a fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because combo with the target combo. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around. KO! Player 2 may have taken the first round, but you can be sure that there will be adjustments on both sides.
Round 2. Fight!
What are both fighters plotting? Checks with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Hits with the overhead. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Experiencing burnout. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Drive usage is back on the table. Oh, they're in the corner now. No KO! Still lots of time left in this match. You could say that the real fight is about to start.
Round 3. Fight!
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Very solid corner switch. Gets out of the corner. Both fighters having a full super art gauge means positioning is critical here. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. KO!
I can become strong.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Checks them with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Lots of life to play with, and full SA meters. What will they do? This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. They just won't stop switching sides. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Jumps! Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. The low kick hits! Oh man, this is a scary range. A jump in? A fireball at that range? Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Going on the offensive? Projectile to try and change the situation. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Life lead opens up. So little life, they couldn't shake the projectile. Player 2 picks up the first round. It's still anyone's fight, so they can't get complacent here.
Round 2. Fight!
How will this round turn out? Checks with the projectile. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? They gotta be careful here because a full drive gauge can erase what life they have left in a flash. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Bops him with a target combo. The attack is parried. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Each hit is so important here. Medium kick. In there. Player 2 is feeling it. Match point.
Round 3. Fight.
Medium kick hits. The overhead connects. Shoots off a fireball up close. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Risky up close scrap still going. Medium kick into closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. They don't have any leeway to make a mistake. Someone's gotta make a move. No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Fighting round. 1-on-1.
Time to select a stage. Now that we know our stage, it's time to select the characters.
Gotta make my own highlights. It's time to heat up.
All right, let's get it. All right, let's get it.
What I got, cause you know that it's my time. Rock till I fall, boy. Give it my all, boy. Got me feeling like
Looks like they want to rethink their choice.
the bell is run. No weekends here, you know that I'm a star. With my blood, sweat, and tears. I've been struggling for years. I'm saying I'm one of a kind and they ain't built a life.
All right, let's
Vision
get it.
myself a champion, one day I might be. Proud of what I see from the man in the mid. A real freedom fighter, no matter what's the deal. Everybody know that I always keep it real. I fall down, I get up, I keep pushing still. They recognize I'm a champion.
All right, let's get it.
I did it all, even what they say can't be done. I wear my stripes proud, I raise my flag high, and I'ma stay free till the day I die. I've been a failure, I've been
Our fighters have chosen their characters. The battle is just seconds away.
When it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend. I love to break bread, but I'd rather break records.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
All right, you ready?
This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Big counter. Still slugging it out here. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. Taking stock. Awesome! Who will capitalize on an opening first? Shoots off a fireball up. Player 1 must feel very confident going into the later rounds after that win.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes with a projectile for their opening shot. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 has the meter lead. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Very solid corner switch. Jumps? And they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal. Each hit is so important here. A super art? KO.
Well fought.
Player 1 straight up put their opponent on a poster!
Round 3. Fight!
Are we going to see some fireworks here? Goes in on the impact for nothing. Miss your mark with an impact and you're open to a punish. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Risky up-close scraps still going. Lasso! Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. They're going for the super art? What now? Player 1 might have just... Will this super art do anything? Vulcan Blast! Will this change the round? Next, the counter. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What flatlines of? I smell a comeback in the works.
Round 4. Fight!
Who's going to start things off? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Scrapping it out, up, ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Checks with a medium kick. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Medium kick hits. Medium kick. Full drive. Oh, yo! Rock super hit. Both sides getting ready. Player 1 is on track to skip draw super up flatline zone. The fighters have matched each other blow for blow. This fight will be decided in this final round.
Fight! Fight!
Who will come out on top in this spot? Overhead. Overhead attack. Uses the target combo as a filler. Close range projectile. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Who will force the other's hand? Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. This might be a pivotal super art. Dangerous range here. Player 1 has a full drive gauge but is on the brink of death. Oh, yo! Rock super hit! Okay, here we go. What a statement with that fireball. Giving them food for thought. Player 2 is going to be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Goes airborne. Got a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Life lead opens up. And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 2 will be able to concentrate a little better with the first round in the bag. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Big counter. Will this super art connect? Uses the gauge. Can this super art set things and goes for the super art? Going in? Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump. KO! Player 2 is feeling it. Match point.
Round 3. Fight!
Checking their reactions with a fireball? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. What's going to be the play here with this kind of meter down? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Risky up-close scraps still going. Their life is hanging by a thread. They got him, drives it back, misses! And whiffs! They're wide open! And eats it! Uses the target combo as a filler. A quick punish counter sets the table! Both fighters planning something? Dangerous range here. So, raw super art incoming. Okay, here we go. Oh my God, what's gonna happen? Will this super art do any flatline zone? Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Combo with the target combo. Still slugging it out here. Box him with the target combo. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Life lead opens up. KO. Player 2 is off to a good start and wins the first round. They'll want to keep dictating the pace of this match.
Round 2. Fight.
Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Can they turn this gauge advantage into something? That's some big juicy damage on that. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Risky up-close scrap still going. Very critical point of the match was still in there. Player 2 is feeling it. Match point.
Round 3. Fight.
Sandblast. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Combo with the target combo. Zones with the fireball. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Their life is hanging by in there. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Fighting ground. 1-on-1.
Next up, stage selection. The stage is set. It's time to select a character. Cancels their choice. Perhaps they're planning something else? Our fighters have selected their characters, and they're ready for business.
Started from the bottom and I'll never look back. Look at all my haters, y'all making them mad.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
All right, you ready?
This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Shows the overhead. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Did this super art connect? Well aware of their life in meters. Really good decision making. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump into still scrapping for control of the space. Uses the target combo as a filler. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Player 2 needs to use their drive move to have any chance of a comeback. They back down to regroup. This may be the final. Will this Super Art do it? What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Buy some time to switch up the pace. Looks like they want to rethink their choice.
All right, let's get it. All right, I'm ready.
These two fighters are looking more than ready to lock horns.
Started from the bottom and I'll never look back. Look at all my haters, y'all making a mad.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
All right, you ready?
This will be a good fight.
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Checks with a projectile. Player 1 maybe capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Quick on the draw. Really going for it. Player 1 has the light lead. Can they use it? Who's going to start things off? That's a counter. They're going for the super art? That's how you close it out. What a beast!
Let's go!
Final round. Fight!
This is it! Who's gonna take it all? What's this Shikuhara gonna do? They are, oh yo! Perfectly executed! Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Rising uppercut. Nails the anti-air. Player 2 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive. Will this super art connect? Good heads-up play going for that combo to do enough damage to finish the round. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
From the get-go, who will come out on top in this final round? They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Player 2 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Jumps in. Goes airborne. Are they going to be able to come back and draw super art incoming? Vulcan blast. Will this change the round? Oh, kisses the fireball. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Practice. Arcade. Practice. Versus special match. Online special extreme battle.
Let us begin.
Let me have some fun.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Versus one-on-one.
Next up, stage selection. Our stage has been decided. Next up are the characters.
I'm like a diamond, I shine under pressure. But life's been trying me, I learned all my lessons. I realize I gotta kill all my blessings. I'm working hard every day to be a better man. If practice makes perfect, then I'm already a veteran. I suffer from defeat, so success is my medicine. Destined for greatness, so you know that I'm back again.
Our fighters have selected their characters, and they're ready for business.
When it's all said and done, they gon' call me a legend. I love to break bread, but I'd rather break records.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
All right, you ready?
This will be a good fight.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Decides to go in with the target combo. The low heavy hits. Hits up some damage with a long reaching attack. Projectile to try and change the situation. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Life lead opens up. Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Checking their reactions with a fireball? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Projectile to try and change the situation. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Time's the only thing moving here. Anything could happen here. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Good distance for a shot. Halfway through this round. Expect both fighters to crank it up a bit now that we're halfway through the round. Still lots of time left in this fight. Looking for a chance. Going on the offensive? Not much life left, but their drive usage makes Dave charges forward. Threads it cleanly. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Round one.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Checks him with the projectile. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Still slugging it out here. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. A drive impact. Big counter. Great work finding the opening. That attack landed for a counter hit. Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Give me a lot of courage behind that super art at the start of the round. How will this impact things? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Sand Blast! They're going for the super art, up for the level 1 Vulcan Blast. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. These fights, what a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight round. Fight.
They are letting it fly from the get-go. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with their fireball. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Goes all in with the uppercut. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Gets the counter hit. Player 1 needs to use their drive moves to have any chance of a comeback. Catches them out. Noticeable life lead is a flatline zone. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. That's a counter. They exchange blows. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Big counter. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Combo with the target combo. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. That's a counter. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can get the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.